some of the important symptoms in continuation with the last lecture. I have discussed some of the very important symptoms of the plant diseases. Now, let us at first look at the whiteboard here. You look at the whiteboard here. The first symptom I have written on this whiteboard is the witch's broom. This is very important. Witch's broom. Witch's broom. How will you define this? The definition has been written here, that the how will you define the term witch's broom? This witch's broom symptom can be defined as the upright clusters of the small shoot. What happens in this case, that when how this symptom, how will you recognize or characterize this symptom? In this case, in case of the witch's broom, what happens here is that the shoot becomes very small. The shoots become upright in the position. You know that the branches are horizontal to the stem of the plants and in nature. But in this case, if the this symptom witch's broom is characterized by the upright cluster, and all the branches will become upright. All the branches will be formation of upright of the small branches or small shoot, and this symptom is known as the witch's broom. Witch's broom. What happens in the witch's broom? What is the meaning of brooming? In this, this symptom is characterized by the upright clustering of all the branches and shoots become upright in the direction and clustered together to form the appearance, and that appearance is known as the broom-like appearance, and which is known as the witch's broom symptom. And I think that you are now. I think that you have come to know this. Have to understand this symptom. Which is now let us see the second symptom. This is the dieback. Dieback is the second symptom here. What happens in case of the dieback? And this symptom is characterized by the progressive death of the stem and branches. In case of dieback, there is gradual progressive death of stems and branches, and such death of branches progresses from the tip toward the backward. And in this case, the death of the branches will take place, and that death and decay, that stem and branch will progress from the upper part, from the tip of the plant, and it will proceed to a backward, even in the backward direction. And this type of symptom is known as the dieback symptom. So what happens in the dieback? What will happen in the dieback? And how will you characterize this symptom? In case of the dieback, there is a progressive death of the stem and branches which start from the tip of the plant and which proceed in the backward direction. And this is called dieback. Now let us see the third one. Third one is the scab. This symptom is characterized by the appearance of rough cluster. Look here, there is a rough appearance of rough crust-like structure. Appearance of rough crust-like spot as a crust-like spot on the fruit and vegetable is called this scab disease. And one of the very common examples of the scab is the apple scab. Full apple plant scab disease hota hai. And this disease is characterized by the appearance of rough crust-like spot on the fruit and vegetable, and this symptom is called scab. Now let us see the fourth symptom. This fourth symptom is called blister. And this, how you define the term blister and how this symptom is characterized? In case of this type of symptom, there is appearance of shining white, chamkila hoga, shining white pustules or spots on the surface of the leaf. Blistering. What is the blister? Blister is a symptom of plant disease in which there is appearance of shining white silver-like, shining white pustules or spot on the leaf. And mostly this symptom appears in case of the white rust disease caused by the albugo species. As you know, the albugo is a very important fungus which is also known as Schistopus, and this albugo causes a disease in the members of the family Cruciferae. And one of the very common example of this disease caused by albugo is the white rust of crucifer. and the symptom appears in the form of blister. And this blister is nothing, rather it is a shining white spots consisting of whitish spore, and that shining white spot or pustule is known as the blister. Now let us see the fifth symptom, which is known as the blotch. What is blotch here? Now look at this symptom, how this term has been defined. Blotch is this symptom can be defined as the development of superficial growth or outgrowth. Happens, there is formation of growth, like growth on the roots. There is development of superficial outgrowth or growth on the fruit. There is formation of the outgrowth on the surface of the fruit, and this outgrowth is known as the blotch. This is also very important. The important symptoms of the plant disease, mostly which mostly appears on the surface of the fruit, and this disease is characterized by the appearance of superficial growth and outgrowth on the surface of fruit, and this symptom is known as the blotch. Now it is very important. Let us see the next one, which is very important.
Sir, sir, what
Hello.
is cluster, sir?
What is
Cluster or crust?
crust? Have you studied the lichen? Lichen पढ़ा है, lichen पढ़े होंगे तो crustose lichen, the crust like. Crust is English. You may see the Hindi meaning of crust in the dictionary. Crust-like appearance, crusty appearance, crust-like. There, just I have defined this term. What is the? Just again come back to the same symptom. Blotch, development of superficial growth on the surface of the root is called blotch. So this is the blotch. Just you have seen here the witch's broom, dieback, scab, blister, and blotch. Now let us see the important symptom, which is called the ear cockle. Ear cockle. You have to study this disease. You have to study ear cockle of wheat. You have to study this disease in your syllabus. What is the how this symptom is characterized? What is the meaning of ear cockle? Appearance of black contracted ear, where you know that the ear of the wheat where the grains are formed, right? That part of the wheat plant will appear black contracted. There will be black contracted like a structure, and that structure is known as the ear cockle. And a very important disease caused by very important disease which can be cited as an example of this symptom is the ear cockle of wheat. Now let us see a very important symptom of the viral diseases of the plant, which is known as the vein clearing. What is vein clearing? Vein clearing is another symptom. What happens in this case is the veins present in the leaves and the area along the veins become yellowish in color. The vein, you know that there are many veinlets in the leaf. What will happen here? The vein will become yellowish in color due to the loss of chlorophyll. And not only this, the surface of leaf along the veins also becomes yellowish due to loss of chlorophyll. And this symptom is called vein clearing. This is known as vein clearing. Now let us see the next symptoms of the plant disease, which is the hairy root symptoms. What is the hairy root? You know that you have already studied taproot and adventitious root. Being a student of botany, I think that you might be knowing the difference between taproot and adventitious root. So in this hairy root disease, what happens is when this disease this is the symptom of a plant disease in which there is appearance of a large number of fibrous root and fibrous or hairy root, and mostly this is a symptom of a disease, plant disease caused by the A rhizogens, Agrobacterium rhizogens. Agrobacterium rhizogens is a fungus. Agrobacterium tumefaciens, Agrobacterium rhizogens. So this disease, hairy root disease, is caused by a bacterium which is known as A rhizogens. Now let us see the next example, which is the anthracnose. Anthracnose is very important. Anthracnose, how will you define this symptom? Anthracnose can be defined as the appearance of sunken spot. Sunken का मतलब थोड़ा धंसा हुआ, depressed, sunken appearance of sunken spot on the leaves of various color is known as the anthracnose. Anthracnose में क्या होता है कि लीफ पर जो है sunken spot होते हैं, जो ब्लैक, येलो और ब्राउनिश कलर का sunken spot दिखेंगे किस पर, लीफ पर, और इस सिम्टम को anthracnose कहते हैं. So now we have seen here the witch's broom, we have seen the dieback, blister, blotch, ear cockle, vein clearing, hairy root, and anthracnose. And दीज आर द एंथ्राकोनोज। उसके बाद ये तुम्हारा आज 9 सिम्टम्स देख लिए हम लोग। अभी विचेज ब्रूम देखे, डाईबैक देखे, ब्लिस्टर देखे, ब्लॉस देख लिए। उसके बाद और क्या देखे हम लोग? ईयर ककुल देख लिए, वेन क्लियरिंग देखे, हेयरी रूट देख लिए। इसके अलावा एक दो सिम्टम और है जो मैं आपको बता दूं। निधि, निधि सुन रही हो? निधि, निधि, तरन्नुम, श्याम सुंदर।
यस सर।
अभी हम लोगों ने बताया कितने, वी हैव जस्ट स्टडीड द वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ एडिशनल सिम्टम टुडे ऑफ द प्लांट डिजीजेज that we have seen here. The additional symptom like witch's broom, dieback, witch's broom, dieback, ear cockle, and blister, blotch, dieback, and hairy root disease and vein clearing. इसके अलावा दो, in addition to these symptoms, there are still two or three important symptoms which I am going to describe here. The another symptom is the stunting. Stunting. What is the meaning of stunting? Stunting means the checked, blocked growth. The growth of the plant becomes stunted due to the checked or very slow growth of the plant, and the plant appear very dwarf in color. Plants become very dwarf in size, and such symptom is known as stunting of the plant. Stunting. What happens in some plant diseases? The growth of the plant becomes stunted and the plant becomes dwarf, and this symptom is known as the stunting. Beside this, there is another symptom which is known as scorch कहलाता है. In this case, some part of the fruit die. Some part of the fruit die and turn down. This symptom is called scorch. So just we have studied anthracnose, scorch, stunting, hairy root, vein clearing, ear cockle, and blotch, blister, scab, dieback, and witch's broom. So these are the symptoms which the plant diseases. These are the symptoms which can appear in case of the plant diseases. So now we have studied at least 32 and 33 types of symptoms found in the plant diseases. Now I would like to ask some question from this chapter from you, and for this purpose I would like to give. I am just going to send the link of the Zoom app, and come on the Zoom. Can get connected with Zoom, and I will have interaction with you, and I will take your oral test.